Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable Mr. Nafi An-Nuri is a lecturer of Semantics subject and all my loving audience. Okay, now we are from the group 6. We would like to explain about the 4th chapter that's about semantics rules. In this chapter, we have 3 main points. They are sentence and proposition, semantic rules, and some change in valency. Okay, now I would like to explain the first main point. That's about sentence and propositions. Sentence is a grammatically complete string expressing a complete thought, questions, exclamation, request, comment, or suggestion. A sentence is a complete expression in a language. For the example, I would like a cup of coffee. It is a sentence. Then, coffee please. It's not a sentence. Next is proposition. Some proposition is something abstract but meaningful. It can be expressed in different sentences and in parts of sentences, perhaps with differences of focus but always with the same basic meaning. For the example, Richard wrote the report. Richard is the one who wrote the report. The report was written by Richard. The report is what Richard wrote. All of the texts above have the same proposition, that is, Richard wrote the report. The next example, we have a sentence here. Richard wrote a report and Helen did too. This sentence contains 2 propositions. The first expressed in a straightforward way, that's Richard wrote a report, and the second, Helen wrote a report. So the function words did and to. Next is the difference between sentence and propositions. Sentence, for the example, Steve's father, Curtis, who is a police officer, likes football. And the proposition, we have 4 points here. The first, Steve has father. The second, his name is Curtis. The third, Curtis is a police officer. And the last, Curtis likes football. Okay, next is inflection. Inflection is certain kinds of modification in English sentence. Inflection includes things like the distinction between present walk and past walked. For instance, aspect like are walking and have walked, and modality like may walk, could walk, should walk, among other possibilities. We have an example from the book. Consider these ways of modifying our original sentence. We have we as the subject and in the park as the object or complement. And we have several verbs like walk, walked, are walking, have walked, may walk, would have walked, and could be walking. These all are called inflection. Okay, next is sentences and propositions in semantic. The semantic analysis deals with meaning. The proposition expressed in the sentence, not necessarily with all the function words in the sentence. In semantic analysis, we first separate inflection from proposition. When inflection, including tense, is separated from proposition, we can see that the forms of the verb be, like is, are, was, and were, have no meaning. They are clearly part of the syntactic structure of sentences, but not of the semantic structure. In semantic analysis, every proposition contains one predicate and a varying number of referring expressions or non-phrase called arguments. The predicate may be a verb, an adjective, a proposition, or a non-phrase. The argument that accompany the predicate have different semantic functions or roles in the proposition. What roles they have depends partly on the nature of the predicate and partly on their own meanings. I think that's from me, and the next will be delivered by my partner, Dinda Zarotudunia. For Dinda, time is yours.
Okay, I will continue the presentation and I will tell you about semantic rules. Semantic rule is the underlying relationship that a participant has with the main verb in a clause. Jadi, semantic rule di sini merupakan hubungan mendasar yang dimiliki partisipan dengan kata kerja utama dalam sebuah klausa. For example, Tom broke a window. The referring expression Tom have the role of agent. Agent is the instigator of the action denoted by the predicate. Jadi Tom di sini merupakan agent atau pelaku dalam sebuah tindakan. While a window has the role of affected or patient. Patient defines the affected role as the thing that is affected by an event, person, or thing that undergoes a process, or person who experiences an event. Sedangkan a window di sini merupakan patient atau yang dikenai pekerjaan. Next, different predicates, verbs, adjective, prepositions can be described according to the number or referring expression or arguments that can occur with them and the rules these arguments have. An account of the number of arguments that a predicate has is called the valency of the predicate. Valency theory is a description of the semantic potential of predicates in them, of the number and types of arguments which may co-occur with them. There are three types of valency. First, valency 0, next valency 1, and the last valency 2. Valency 0 refers to the predicate that has no particular subject. For example, it is shocking. Here, it is the subject, but it doesn't name anything and it's neutral. Jadi, it's shocking. It's shocking merupakan sentence yang mana it's di sini tidak mengacu kepada nama apapun. Jadi dia sifatnya netral. The sentence has a subject because English requires a subject, but the subject doesn't correspond to anything in the underlying preposition. Okay, maybe enough for me. Maybe enough from me, and the next material will be presented by my friend. Time is yours. Thank you.
My name is Farisa Stianastiti, and now I will continue the presentation about semantic rules. The second types of semantic rules is valency 1. Valency 1 is the valency that has one argument. The verb has subject but no object, so that noun as one argument predicates. They are intransitive verbs, or in our terminology, one argument predicates. Jadi, valency 1 adalah sebuah kalimat yang memiliki argumen saja. Tipe ini terjadi pada intransitive verbs atau verbs yang tidak membutuhkan objek. Contohnya kalimat Larry laughed. Kalimat tersebut memiliki kata kerja laugh yang artinya tertawa dan bersubjek Larry. Kata kerja tersebut memiliki subjek namun tidak memiliki objek. Kata kerja seperti itu berbentuk intransitif atau disebut sebagai predikat dengan satu argumen. Contoh yang pertama yaitu Larry laughed. Larry di sini adalah sebagai argumen yang mana role argumennya sebagai aktor dan laugh sebagai actionnya. Jadi pada kalimat ini aktor yang melakukan sebuah tindakan. Contoh kedua, a volcano erupted. A volcano sebagai affected argumen yang mengalami perubahan, sedangkan erupted adalah event atau sebuah kejadian. Contoh yang ketiga yaitu Terry is impatient. Terry sebagai argumen yang berkedudukan sebagai theme, yaitu sesuatu yang tidak mengungkapkan tindakan. Dan impatient adalah description yang menjelaskan teori tersebut. Contoh yang terakhir yaitu this man is a carpenter. Argumen dalam kalimat ini adalah this man yang mana berkedudukan sebagai theme dan carpenter sebagai identitinya. Oke, I think enough from me, and the next presentation will be delivered by my partner. Time is yours.
I am Adele Febrianti. I will continue the presentation about valency 2. Valency 2. The valency that has two arguments. Most verbs take a subject and an object, also known as two arguments predicates. Jadi, valency 2 adalah sebuah kalimat yang memiliki subjek dan objek. Subjeknya merupakan argumen dari predikatnya. Contohnya, Bird hit Harry. Bird sebagai argumen 1 atau bisa disebut dengan agent atau pelaku yang mempengaruhi entitas lain. Sedangkan hit sebagai action dan Harry sebagai argumen 2 atau affected. Atau bisa disebut juga dengan yang dipengaruhi oleh action. Contoh selanjutnya adalah Fiona entered the room. Fiona sebagai argumen 1 atau sebagai actor. Entered sebagai action. In the room sebagai argumen 2 atau place, tempat kejadian action. Selain dijelaskan verb sebagai action, ada juga verb yang digunakan sebagai efek. Contohnya adalah the decision surprised us all. The decision sebagai argumen 1 atau affecting, and surprised sebagai efek. Us all sebagai argumen 2 atau affected, yang terpengaruhi oleh entitas lain. Yang selanjutnya adalah sentence below are about neither action or affecting. The predicate merely acts as a link between one argument, a them, and another argument it is associated. Ada juga kalimat yang tidak mengandung action atau efek, tetapi predikat sebagai penghubung antara them atau associate sebagai argumennya. Contohnya adalah Tom is with Anne. Tom sebagai argumen 1 atau them. Is sebagai link atau penghubung. Dan Anne sebagai argumen 2 atau associate. Is with sebagai link, penghubung antara Tom dan Anna.
I will explain about some change in valency. Valency changing operation is a syntactic or morphological operation due to which the relationship between a verb and its argument is changed. We need to take account not only of how many arguments a verb may have, but also how many it must have. For example, Tom broke the window. Tom adalah argumen pertama yang berdiri sebagai agen atau pelaku yang mempengaruhi aktivitas. Broke merupakan predikat atau action. Sementara the window adalah argumen kedua yang berdiri sebagai affected atau sesuatu yang dipengaruhi oleh action. Kalimat pertama Tom broke the window merupakan valency to karena dia memiliki dua argumen yaitu Tom dan the window. Dari kalimat pertama Tom broke the window kita ubah menjadi the window broke. The window adalah argumen pertama yang berdiri sebagai affected atau sesuatu yang dipengaruhi oleh action, sementara broke adalah predikat atau action. Kalimat kedua, the window broke merupakan valency one karena dia hanya memiliki satu argumen yaitu the window. Jadi kalimat pertama, Tom broke the window yang semulanya merupakan valency two dapat diubah menjadi the window broke yang merupakan valency one. I think that's all. We hope it can help you to understand the material from the chapter 4. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.